Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for Friday, March 4. Newly installed Prime Minister Andrew Holness has committed to pursuing partnerships as a pathway to inclusive growth and development on the island. Mr. Holness says he will be engaging the parliamentary opposition, the private sector, international community and ordinary Jamaicans in this effort.
I will ensure that government is coordinated and strategically directed, that decisions are taken quickly, that targets are set and met, and that the nation is informed, and that everyone under my appointment is held to account for their actions or lack thereof.
Mr. Holness was speaking on Thursday as he was installed for the second time as Jamaica's Prime Minister. Meanwhile, in his inauguration address, Prime Minister Holness also pledged to carry out key commitments made to Jamaicans, among them focusing resources to support families by increasing the income tax threshold.
Our government will ease your tax burden, but you must invest and spend wisely. Use the additional money to acquire a house for your family or improve the one you already have, or buy Jamaican goods.
He also committed his government to continuing key social protection programs such as tuition-free education and no-user-fee access to health care.
However, we will encourage you and enable you to save in a bond for your children's education and in a national health insurance scheme for your health care.
And the Prime Minister pledged to give voice to all Jamaicans in matters of national importance.
We will give form to that voice in a referendum to decide on the constitutional matters and social matters.
And Prime Minister Andrew Holness has hit the ground running. Mr. Holness took up office at Jamaica House early Friday morning. As he began duties on the first day in office, the new Prime Minister spent some time to peruse a report from the National Water Commission. He said his government was serious about providing water to the people. In the meantime, the United States, through its ambassador Louis Moreno, has congratulated Mr. Holness on his electoral victory and inauguration as Jamaica's new Prime Minister. In a statement yesterday, Ambassador Moreno said the U.S. looked forward to working with the new Prime Minister on bilateral, regional and global issues. He made the point that the American and Jamaican people share strong bonds of friendship and commended Jamaica for its dedication to democracy as demonstrated in the free, fair and calm general elections on February 25. Ambassador Moreno also affirmed America's commitment to enabling broad-based economic prosperity through growth in the bilateral trade relationship and U.S. direct investment in Jamaica. In other news, Jamaica's economic outlook for the current quarter of January to March 2016 is positive. That's according to the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ. Director General Colin Bullock says the short-term prospects for the economy remain positive based on the continued strengthening of the performance of most industries as well as the continued implementation of strategic investment projects.
We note that the economy has continued its slow but encouraging recovery with growth in both the goods producing and services industry and with increasing employment.
Mr. Bullock was speaking at the PIOJ's quarterly economic press briefing on Thursday. He said real gross domestic product for the period was estimated to grow within the range of 0.5 to 1.5%. The PIOJ is also predicting GDP growth in this range for the entire 2015-2016 fiscal year ending March 31.
Growth will be strengthened and sustained if we focus not only on the concrete and steel mega projects and the business environment, but also on societal security.
For January 2016, inflation of minus 0.4% was recorded. And finally, the Jamaica Tourist Board JTB has hailed the Norman Manley International Airport NMIA for being named the most improved airport in Latin America and the Caribbean. The rating comes from the Airports Council International ACI. NMIA received the honor in the ACI's 2015 Airport Service Quality ASQ Awards, which was announced on February 29. Known as the world's premier passenger benchmarking program for airports, the ASQ delivered over 550,000 in-depth passenger surveys at over 300 airports across more than 80 countries in 2015. JTB's Marketing and Communication Manager Essie Gardner says the award shows continued improvements that are having a positive impact on airport users. And JTB's Director of Tourism, Paul Pennycook, adds that a nation's airport is essential to the overall development of the economy. He says a world-class facility will attract an influx of leisure, business and domestic travelers, which will benefit a number of sectors. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.